Welcome back to my next video. Today we're in for a real treat. We're going to see one of the prettiest rigs I've ever seen in my life. And we're going to meet Justin, who is in a wheelchair, as you can see, and is not letting that slow him down or stop him. He's living an amazing life. So we're going to learn how he has done that. So welcome to the channel, Justin.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And so I guess, you know, the obvious is you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And how long have you been in the wheelchair?
Since 1991.
Oh, most of your adult life.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
I was
a very long
18
time.
when I flipped a four-wheeler.
Oh, wow.
So we started young.
Yeah. At 18, you had a hard choice to make. Either let that kind of impact your life really negatively or move past it.
Yeah, it's just one of those cards that you're dealt with, and you just deal with it the best you can with what you got.
And that's what you've done. And
Yeah.
You've obviously done really well.
We weren't treated any different, or just you need to focus and get it together and move on.
Hard work, and it
Yeah.
will get you where you want to go.
Absolutely.
Even with the not being dealt a good hand.
Yeah.
You went on and you became an engineer?
My degree is in industrial design, and I went out to Seattle to get that, and then I got picked up by Boeing and worked out at Boeing for a while, and then we ran a FBO for a while. Got into aviation really young, and that has never
FBO
left.
is fixed-based operator?
Yep.
So you ran a little airline of some kind?
An airport.
Airport.
Yeah, I had 13 ships and 3 helicopters.
Oh, wow. Wow. So flying has always been...
Oh yeah, big part of life. You grew up in the family, like yourself.
Yeah. Well, in flying, you got to use the rudders. I guess they just made the same
So
hand adjustments?
It took me 3 years to get an STC approved for the airplane that I had to get the hand controls. It has hand controls in it for the rudder on a tiller bar, and there's a complex high-performance airplane on top of that, so to add more complexity, because I'm kind of a speed freak, we had to do it in that, and it took a while, but we got it done and we made it happen. It was just, once you make something like that a priority in your life, then you just focus and go.
Fortunately, this is a country where if you're willing to work hard at even mental tasks, you can succeed.
Absolutely.
And you have succeeded. And so are you kind of retired now?
I wanted to get back to, growing up in Montana and being in the wilderness and stuff. And we always took the horses, backpacking and pack them up and go to the lakes and go fishing and stuff. And I always wanted to get back to that. And then this helps me fill that part of my life. Right.
So with your rig, and we'll talk a lot about your rig, because it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. You can get back into some of the backcountry and get outdoors
and be free.
And be free.
This is a way freer life than what I've been doing for the last 10 years.
Right. Well, what were you doing for the last 10 years?
The drone stuff.
Oh, that's right. Drone. So you designed the drones?
Yep. And built them and fly them, flight test them.
And you were doing that for the Air Force?
A civilian contractor through them, yeah.
Well, if you're comfortable with it, how should, those of us who don't have a handicap and we're uncomfortable, I'm sure you can understand that. How should we treat you?
I just one of the guys.
Just another guy?
Yeah.
If you spill ketchup, we should laugh at you for spilling ketchup, right?
Yeah.
I do want, there are a lot of people becoming out there with physical handicaps that they think it keeps them from living their best life.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to do this. And I thought that for 15 some odd years. And then when I saw some of your videos and I was like, oh, maybe I could kind of try to make this work. And then when I saw this vehicle, I was like, yeah.
You could make work, yeah.
This is a good life.
Now, fortunately, you're smart. I mean, you're intelligent, you've done things, and that's a gift, really, wasn't...
Well, you're forced into that.
Yeah.
You don't have any other options.
It's like
you better get it together.
Yeah.
And figure it out.
So they say your upper body strength gets better, and I assume that's true. But, because you were forced into a life of the mind and you were gifted with a good, sharp mind, you made it pay.
Yeah.
And most people can find a way to use the mind, I hope, in this country to find a good way forward.
Yeah, if they're true to themselves, then they will figure it out.
Do you have a message for young people out there or older people who all of a sudden find themselves facing a really severe handicap? Is there a message you have for them?
That's a tough.
It is tough.
Yeah, everybody has their own adversity, and you need to deal with that in your own way. And this is the way I deal with it.
Right. Just find your path through. I guess there really can be the only advice.
You need to figure out what makes you happy.
But I guess maybe the message is it's possible to be happy. It seems impossible.
It seems that way, but I mean, look at where we're at. I mean, I don't want anything more right now.
Right. When you were 18.
And the sunsets here are just, it's awesome.
And you do get to meet people. Good people come around.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you were 18, it probably seemed like the end of the world.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. We went down to Argentina and I got a lot of stuff back. They put a nerve out of my leg and they grafted it into the spine, and I was able to get some motion back and a lot of feeling and stuff down to the knees, and that was a huge deal. Wow, that made life more bearable.
But you set your intention forward and said, well, we'll just go forward. This is what's next.
This time last year I was in Dallas in an apartment, and that was not the life for me, and I started watching some of your stuff, and I was like, God, that's the Montana side of me, is like the outdoorsy. That's where I need to be. Right. And has it been good? Oh yeah, way better. Way better than an apartment. Yeah. There's no way I'd even go back to that. I don't think that you should hold back at all. You should just, if you commit, you need to make that commitment and move forward. Do not live your life in regret. Right. That'll really eat you. So tell us a little bit about your rig before we go in. The rig was built up in Montana, and it was built for what I know the story as. It was built for an artist, and the artist got it so that he could travel. And I do a lot of artwork myself, and I've been falling back on my art. I've always fell back on my art. When you start a new chapter in your life, it's always started with the art. I saw it on Facebook classifieds. I inquired about it, and then when I met the family, they made me an offer I couldn't refuse. The artist had made one trip in it, and then he had passed. The truck only has 40,000 miles on it. It's a 2006. I think it's a totally custom built truck. I've never seen anything else like it. That's a Ford 650, and it's got the 7.4, or the Detroit diesel engine in it, and it's got a diesel generator in it. So it was originally a box, and then the box was converted to the RV? And they must have converted it with the pop-outs and stuff via another company. So Justin, do you have any social media you want to tell people about? Yeah, you bet. You can check the artwork out on Instagram at Sands Concepts 406, and then at Facebook it's just Sands Concepts. Spell that out. SANDS CONCEPTS. Okay, good. So go there and check out, and no YouTube? No YouTube yet. Just Instagram and Facebook. Go be sure and go there and check those out. Okay, well let's go take a look inside. Okay. Okay. Okay, get in. And we're in. So we're in and looking forward, and you must have converted it all to hand controls. Yeah, it's got hand controls in it, and I just take the dog bed out and put it in the back, and then I can just park my chair here and bump down on the rear seat's folded, and then that seat must have been where he rode, because it's a fully articulating seat, and I just hop down onto that and then hop over to the driver's seat, and then we're off to the rodeo. And all your command center is right here within easy reach for you. Yeah, and then it has an auto leveling and an auto store, and this is a generator, and then this is how you extend and retract all the pop outs on it.
And inside here, it is enormous. I have never seen an RV this big.
Yeah, I got tired of pinballing. I've tried it, you know, in different campers and stuff, and it's just brutal. You can't move, you can't do anything, and you're just tearing up everything and bouncing off the walls.
All right, why don't we look around?
This is the fridge, and it's a double fridge, and then it's got I mean, it's bigger than the one I had in my house.
It's enormous.
And then it's got two freezers. And it's got like a convection oven and then a little sink. It's kind of a different setup, but I make it work. And then we made this art table to be able to do my artwork.
That is a work of art.
182 out of California, I believe. And I just drew his family in there yesterday. I'm just getting ready to put the finishing touches in it tomorrow.
And you're drawing that by hand.
Yep.
But you're digitizing it?
Yep, so we take a photo of it, and then it gets a little magic done to it for a background. Here's one that's finished. This is a 172 we did for his grandfather and him when he wanted his granddad in the left seat.
Nice.
Been doing that for about a year now, and that's been pretty therapeutic as well.
Good. Yeah, creativity.
Yeah, and it's amazing to watch how many people enjoy the artwork. I had no idea that it would have that kind of effect on people.
Right.
This used to be a kitchen area, and then we made a fold out, and then so I push it in to store it when the pop outs come in, and then we put a Murphy bed in it, and so that just folds up. It's a queen.
Boy, and the woodwork is just all...
Yeah, I can't believe the woodwork in here is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then we had to try to make it match and stuff, so that was a pretty big chore. And then we made a shower so I can just hop in the side on this bench, and you take a quick shower, and then we'll get a door on it eventually. Just ran out of time this year.
And over here is just a...
Yeah, put your clothes, and this is the big deal here for me, is the bathroom, being able to go on the road and go anytime that you need to go.
Yes.
When you travel, you go to some of these rest stops and stuff, and you'll get in there, and the only the only stall you can get into is tied up.
And this is an incinerating toilet.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it just burns everything to ash.
And then just a regular bathroom. That's nice.
And then to keep the clothes squared away when we're traveling, we got a washer dryer unit installed in it.
And it's just so open. It just feels like it's huge.
Very easy to deal with.
Yeah.
And then look at your front view. I mean, I just leave this open and...
Oh, yeah. Wherever you are in Montana, I bet you've got some spectacular view.
Yeah, but you won't be able to have the door open long right now.
No. But, so you own land in Montana.
Yeah.
And that's where you spend
Some
your summer.
property, yep.
Well, you work hard and it pays off. That's the way it works here.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
And enjoy it while you can, because it's not forever.
No, it sure isn't. So you don't have solar. You're just running. You must have a battery bank.
Yeah, there's a battery bank. I'll probably do the solar gig next year. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be good for the refrigerator.
Right.
Once do some more research on that and see how that works. I think that would probably be the way to go for knock down some of the power, you know.
Right.
And then we made sure to get the AC units so that I could Bluetooth them with my phone so I can operate them. I don't have to reach up there or fight those to turn those on and off. Yeah, and I wouldn't have been here if I wouldn't have watched some of your stuff. So I really appreciate you doing what you're doing, and that helped me get myself more freedom.
Right.
That I desperately needed.
Right. Yeah. I think nature is healing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're just internally, emotionally, you're better off with nature. Do you have any last words for people out there who with either limited mobility or unlimited?
Well, if you're thinking about it, you need to go. You need to do it.
Just do it.
Get it done, because your health does not get any better.
Don't limit yourself to a mediocre life.
Yeah, and
Grab it, live it.
do the best you can with what you have.
Right. And fortunately, you worked hard and it's paid off for you, but a lot of people it hasn't. And I've got a video of a guy in the cargo trailer.
Yeah.
It works, and it is affordable. So there's a way for most people.
Yeah. Yeah, this did not get handed down. There was a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of turmoil that got us to this where we're at now.
Right.
It looks awesome, but you would be surprised on how many tears it took to get here.
Right. Extraordinarily admirable.
Yeah.
So.
I appreciate it.
Well, Justin, thank you so
Yeah, you
much
bet.
for sharing your home and your life with us, opening up, and I really appreciate it. And I know you've been a real inspiration for a lot of people.
Yeah, I hope that if you have a loved one that's in that situation, that you share that with them.
Okay, folks, I know you've been inspired, and if Justin can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Period. And that's one of the things I want to say in every video. Make your best life happen, however you have to do it.
That's a true statement.
Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, you bet.
I really appreciate it. So, folks, I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later.